What's up, YouTube? It's the one, not the two. Guwop done. I'm back at y'all with another reaction, man. Today we about to get into the Gucci Mane curse, bruh. If y'all don't know, man, something wrong with his label, bruh. I don't know what he got going on, but something is most definitely wrong with his label, fool. I don't know what it is. It's lemonade, bruh. Don't try to play, bruh. But
Artists who see your potential, but one Atlanta trap legend has taught many young rappers to always be cautious. Gucci Mane has owned several labels throughout the years, but his
dang,
1017
7 of them? I
records
didn't even
is
know
stained
that.
by controversy, crime, and a couple of tragic losses. Regular, unexpected deaths among his crew have put Gucci in an unfortunate light. He recently announced the launch of a new label to shake the image, but it only resulted in responses like
Yeah,
these.
that was bad.
With
That was right
regular
after that
unexpected
died,
deaths
bro. That was
and
bad.
every other artist facing major career setbacks, people have begun to ask if it's really a coincidence or if there's a darker truth in Gucci's corner. It's your boy Luesta, and today we're going to get to the bottom of the Gucci Mane curse. There's only a few spitters who have amassed the kind of influence that Gucci Mane has on southern hip-hop. With an impressive discography and rappers like 21 Savage, Young Thug, and the Migos all stating him as a direct influence
Gucci
to
Mane
their
got some hits,
sound,
but I don't
his
really care for
impact
his new
is
music like that. I ain't
undeniable.
gonna
From
lie.
what I've heard, his A&R skills has basically
facts.
put Atlanta on top.
100%.
They said his family tree
Is
hip hop at this point. So he doing something right with his A&R skills.
But there
Guwop
ain't
has
no
always
hate
been
to
like
him,
a
though.
father to the
He
subculture of
taking care
hip-hop,
of business
but
as a
hasn't
man.
always been the mentor that he aspires to be today. You see, he's had run-ins with the law, but in 2017, he came out of prison a changed
completely
man.
different.
Since then, he's vowed to never return and was determined to become a positive role model. This translates into how he signs artists to 1017, preferring to take on those who have checkered pasts and might not get the same chance from another record label.
To be
So,
honest, I was one of
if
those.
you don't know what a checker pass mean, just mean basically people who've been on the wrong road. You know what I'm saying? Such as like felonies, all the other little things like that, man. For the people who don't know.
Type of artist. I was always going back and forth to jail, and I try to, like help those artists that I feel like, I see a lot of myself in. If I'm not helping them, who else gonna help them?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody says that part of the story.
Despite his good intentions, Gucci's new posse have repeatedly found themselves in jail or worse. And as guys like Pooh Shiesty have proven, you can take a rapper out the streets, but you can't always take the streets out of them. The head of Choppa Gang in Memphis, Pooh Shiesty has had star power in his hands since the moment he had stepped onto the scene. And he was getting noticed by Guwop for his regional success at the perfect time.
Right before I got signed too, I was down bad, just out of jail.
Yeah.
Police took everything from me, so that's how it started. I just got locked, got right out, bonded right out.
Yeah.
They raided, it was a raid.
The opportunity that was before him was immense, so big that he almost didn't even believe it was real at the time.
Me in the bed,
Man, Pooh Shiesty, man, he had a run, bro, when he was out,
text
like,
me on Instagram.
banger after
Text him back,
banger
I say,
after
"What
banger.
chopping?" He text back right then and there, like he was on it. He waiting on me to text back. He was like, "I'm fucking with your music, huh? Who you doing this shit with?"
Hey, y'all,
When I
listen
put
to how
my
this man
clothes
say
on,
music.
shoot to text him back. I say, "What chopping?" He text back right then and there, like he was on it. He waiting on me to text back. He was like, "I'm fucking with your
Your
music,
music.
huh? Who you doing this shit
That's
with?"
that
When I
Memphis.
put my clothes on, shoot to Pop's house. Then my manager, I wake his ass. I said, "Wake up, bro, look." Right then and there, though, while I'm showing him, he text back. He said, "This my number, FaceTime me." I FaceTime him right there. We was on FaceTime for like 6 hours.
Pooh Shiesty
This
has
guy was
now had
talking
the
about
means to
money.
live a better life, and he took the shot,
real.
quickly churning heads on label compilations before his mixtape debut made a huge splash. He even had everyone wearing his iconic Shiesty mask, from yearbook pictures to the pool. I mean,
nah, that
this
was-
was an
that was
epidemic
too
on
much
its
for
own.
me.
And even new rappers who have been popping out, like Forbats, are still directly influenced by his style. But for him, his life was changing, especially after the success of Back in Blood with Lil
Honestly,
Durk,
I believe
which
with Pooh
peaked at
Shiesty, I
number
think he grew
13
too
on the
fast for
Billboards.
himself.
But now, them,
Like
them
mentally,
days
mentally
is
you gotta
behind
prepare
you
yourself
now,
to
'cause
grow
now
that
you get
quick
to write and rap and
or
tell
to grow in
stories
general.
about it and get
And I don't
paid for
think
your
he, you
verses.
know what I'm saying? I don't think he sat
Meet
back and
cutes
did
happen every
that,
day
bro.
on Tinder.
YouTube and needs ass, man. If I gotta watch it, y'all gotta watch
Just
it
not
too.
like they do in the movies.
But while we right here, man, make sure y'all subscribe, like, and comment, man. Come on, bro.
Exactly. They get to the point, Sight man don't even rap no more. I just hold up everything I got to when I go to the studio, talk it to the mic. Man.
There you go. That's what you're supposed to be doing.
Unfortunately, this streak of
Talking
good
to the mic.
behavior meant nothing when an incident from 2020 and another from the year after crept back up on Mr. Shiesty and landed him back behind bars.
Now, on just one station, surveillance cameras showing a new
This
view
was
of a
crash dummy
violent
activity
shootout
right
in
here.
a parking lot of a
They
South
gonna
Florida
explain this. I ain't
apartment
even about to get
building.
into
The
it.
barrage of bullets sending
But
2
straight
people to the
crash dummy
hospital,
activity,
and
bro.
it
I never
lands a rapper
understood why he
injured.
To
did
preface
this.
this, it's important to remember that Lontrell Williams Jr., aka Pooh Shiesty, was born in Memphis, Tennessee, the same city that rappers like NLE Choppa, Young Dolph,
Young
Yo
Dolph,
Gotti,
bruh.
and
Favorite
many
rapper
more
right
fellow
there.
rappers are from. Memphis is known to be one of the worst cities to live in America, with the murder rate increasing damn near every year that passes.
Today, Memphis City Council members were told the city's overall crime rate is down more than 6% from last year, but the murder rate is up by almost
That's the worst
25%.
thing to have
Shiesty
go
was
up.
specifically born and raised in the Cane Creek apartments on the south side, which is said to have a ton of poverty and violence. It's even said that at the age of just 11 years old, Pooh Shiesty was already no stranger to
y'all.
being locked up behind bars.
You said 11 years old. I want y'all to sit back and think what y'all was doing at 11 years old, man. What y'all was playing with WWE toys or something like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sneaking to get on your parents' phone or something like that, or being on your parents' phone. I don't know, man. Whatever you was doing. He was already getting locked up and being in the streets at 11, bro. Everybody's situation different, bro. Remember that.
We seen some footage of you had a goddamn ankle bracelet on, an ankle monitor on, so obviously you was locked up, and you looked like you was about fucking 11.
I was 11.
Nigga, you made it out of South Memphis, man.
Not hard
Crane
that
Creek.
is.
You know how fucked up it is down there?
His dad was a well-known gang
That's
member
real.
and was
Hey,
literally
that's
a
real,
mob
bruh.
boss. I could really go on,
That's
but
real.
to sum it up, Shiesty had a tough upbringing. His
I
time
ain't
in the
from
streets
Memphis,
made
but
it
I
even
know
harder
about
for
it.
him to adjust to his new career and sudden
I think
fame,
that's I
as
think
he
his name
blew up
Wallow that
almost
told him that,
overnight.
man.
So, just about a year after blowing up and signing with Gucci, it wasn't long before Shiesty would get caught up in some trouble with the law. The first major incident was a Florida shooting where Pooh and his crew were exchanging expensive shoes and drugs
take a
with
dude
another
out the
clique
hood,
in
but you can't take the
2020.
hood out
That
of him,
is, before things quickly turned for the worse and bullets flew back and forth, earning Pooh several charges including armed robbery and
Right,
battery,
dummy.
among others. And then, not even a year later, he let shots fly at an upscale
Just when
nightclub
he was on the
after
rise,
someone
though.
tried to rob him, which would have lost him $40K, so can you really blame him? And according to academics, Pooh Shiesty only had it coming because his breakout track Back in Blood basically foretold what went down that night.
I haven't seen a song like this that is so prophetic, so self-incriminating, so self-snitching since Bobby Shmurda wrote up a goddamn indictment against him and his whole gang.
Yeah, nah,
on
I
his
ain't gonna lie though.
iPhone
When you really do
notepad
go back and
and
listen to the
called
song,
it
he was
hot niggas, okay?
That
saying
track only
names
landed
and
him
all
back
that
in
though.
jail. If you read the lyrics to the song, it lists crime after crime after crime.
Yeah, I thought you was a thug.
Not only did he actually have his own fire in the club,
Come get it back
he
in
wanted to let
blood.
niggas know how
Y'all
much he
heard what
didn't
they
need
said?
security. He fucking shot the security. What the fuck? This new case, they're basically saying they caught Pooh Shiesty because he was posting and woofing on the
Now
net.
look, that
Thinking
go back
back,
to the Fulio murder, man. I don't know what's up with the internet, why everybody keep going on the internet doing their little thing or whatever like
This is
that, man.
huge
You know what I'm saying? Doing whatever. Just going on the internet, just posting everything that they do, posting how they move, posting when they kill somebody, bruh. Y'all gotta end that. Y'all gotta stop that immediately. Whenever it need to happen sometime in August or September, it has to stop, bro. Y'all be incriminating yourself, y'all people, y'all moms, y'all dads. Y'all out of pocket, honestly.
for him. What's insanely sad is when you consider just how much momentum he had prior to being locked up.
A close source of mine told me that when Pooh Shiesty was out of jail, he was making close to $200,000 a week.
We saw
$200,000 a week.
We saw it. If you was following
Doing
his
three or
Instagram
four
page,
shows a
he
week.
was the hottest thing, homie. Why would he shoot a gun? And he the hottest nigga in the country.
I agree with y'all.
He's
Somebody.
shooting it himself. Not only that,
He
he
scammed
involved
himself
in
out his own
robbery.
position.
What happened to the Lil Wayne blueprint? You take the protege and get him away.
Held without bond, he would soon be indicted in connection to the Florida incident and would plead guilty to federal conspiracy
thing I don't
charges,
understand is,
receiving
though,
a
bro,
5-year sentence in prison.
I'm only
After there
gonna
were
pause this. I
concerns
really better
over
get
his
into it. The thing I don't understand is, though, when it's a rapper, right? Not a group, a rapper. He got friends, he got homies around, whatever, right? Everybody in that group should be pushing him, security for him. If you're gonna be around him, you might as well do it. You know what I'm saying? He is the breadwinner. He the reason to make sure. I'm pretty sure he the reason to make sure a lot of people eat. A lot of people around him that's eating, right? So if he about to go do some crash out dummy stuff, bro, you supposed to stop him from doing that. And if he's so pressed on doing it, somebody, as you know, as we call goons, they go do it. Have them go handle that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to be like, I do it. I do it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just be having yes men around y'all, bro. Y'all be having people who really want y'all, you know what I'm saying, to be around. And I know a lot of people water got cut off. I know that a lot of people food got cut off their table too. Straight up.
Well-being when he was seen in an anti-self-harm vest in court. Shiesty has since made a statement on Instagram reminding them that he's coming back for the crown. Although he was making big strides forward in the industry, Shiesty couldn't outrun his past deeds, and unfortunately for Guwop, he wasn't the only one on the roster with this kind of story. Repping a small town in Georgia, Fujiano's bars about street life are about as authentic as they come. He spent a good amount of time in prison, which is actually a place where he believes he was able to grow.
Prison made me man I am, bro. Like, it taught me patience. It taught me goddamn integrity. Everybody needs to tell me, like, you got something big coming for you, young. You just gotta wait. It coming. I knew it was coming. I just ain't know it was gonna be Guwop.
He started his grind in 2017 with the Gutta Baby mixtape series, which is how Gucci became aware of Fujiano and signed him to a deal before they even actually met in person.
I know you guys met with a lot of labels, so why'd you...
Man, they met with all these labels and end up in Gucci Mane label, bro. That label cursed.
Choose to go with 10 Cent.
Something ain't right, bro.
I was Atlanta first.
Okay.
I was already at Green Sign with them when I was in there. I took probably 2 steps out the door and Gucci called. I seen where I had the number popped up. He said, man, I want you. Oh, you ain't gonna talk no more. Let's get this going.
And when he blessed the game with
you
his
ain't gotta tell me nothing else.
and
I'm
a
dead.
remix to the track Molly featuring the Baby, he would be showered with praise, fans, and a platinum plaque to top it off.
Baby mama ain't shit. No. She won't let me see my son. But you fuck with him, mama pop my gun. Pussy ain't no one-on-one.
But history does repeat itself, and just as it happened with Pooh, Gucci Mane would have another label mate on trial for illegal gun possession, something Fuji would argue was necessary. He explained that where he was from, he had to protect himself from jealous haters who were on the prowl for rappers, and he wasn't an exception. Now, he was able to get off on bail for $50,000, but was forced to wear an ankle monitor and remain within Georgia lines. And that's when he made the greatest, most foolish mistake of his career. He was so focused on getting his bag that he took the risk of burning the tag, going on the run to continue performing, recording, and amplifying his career. He even said that he would ask crowds at his shows not to let the police get to him while he was performing. This man was really living life on the edge. Fuji managed to run around untouched for a few months before the authorities caught up with him in Memphis, where he would earn himself 5 years behind bars. Unfortunately for his label owner, Gucci Mane, and some of the other artists that he would go on to sign, this fate would become all too common. And Hoodrich Pablo Juan's career would experience a similar fate. Hoodrich Pablo Juan was around the game long before his 1017 record label worked out, spending time rhyming, and before that, getting other MCs what they were quote-unquote looking for the right price.
That's not me these days, so I'm not just acting like I'm a drug dealer, because I definitely don't sell drugs today. But back in the days, that was my way of trying to make it in a better position. If I'm around rappers who need weed and lean and Molly or pills or whatever, then I would be a dummy not to try to get it and sit there and make some money rather than sit there and
I can respect that. I can't even be mad at that. He's seen the business opportunity.
When he would eventually ink his deal with Gucci, big tracks like We Don't Love Him and His Blow, the movie mixtape, had already cemented him into the game with a solid reputation for rhyming. And when Rico comes knocking, the success goes flocking. And Pablo found himself and 24 others getting swept by the feds for drug trafficking, murder, and other serious allegations. PJ took a plea deal, downgrading his sentence release, but still locking him up for 5 years, which left yet another stain on Gucci Mane's reputation despite splitting ways with the reckless Hood-Rich affiliate. Just when you thought these charges couldn't get any worse for Gucci, his short-lived stint with New Orleans' Young Maul left Guwop with a murderer on his roster. But it wasn't always looking so grim for their partnership, as Maul and his partner Quill had always dreamed of signing to Gucci Mane's label. Starting out with his rhyming partner Quill, Maul and his collaborator had one goal, and that was to sign with Guwop and chase their hip-hop dreams. After dropping a song to literally grab the attention of the Atlanta legend, Maul went from sleeping on the floor to working with his idol in a matter of weeks.
I can remember my first time me and Quill had went around. He called us to a video shoot. It was Sway Lee and Jimmy, Young Dolph, Rollo, Pee Wee Longway, Guwop, and I'll never forget this day. This was like my first day not being broke. I had 30-40,000 in my pocket.
But like many of these other artists under Gucci's leadership, Maul's momentum hit a major sudden roadblock when he got charged with murder and gang-related offenses following a gas station.
Look at all these people. Look at all these people. All them people, bro.
In a unique turn of events, Maul's charges would actually be dropped, and instead of continuing to work with Guwop, he would instead launch his own label called 1.5 and was determined to turn his life around.
What you think? If y'all know what that means, then y'all know what that means. I'm not even about
to. Like, I was making myself too
so dumb.
One thing I know.
If you want to expand your, let's say he wanted to expand his brand, bro. If you pull up to a building and the name say 1.5, you're not going to know where it is and then what it means. None of that, bro.
And despite this sharp turn in his career,
Maul
remains grateful for his time at 17 and the lessons that his hero Gucci Mane was able to pass down to him.
Shout out to Guwop, appreciate everything he did and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like I was at a point where like I couldn't get baby by him my whole career anyway. So I feel like that was the breaking point. You know what I'm saying? When everything hit the fan, that was my time to step up and become my own CEO, you know what I'm saying?
An artist owned label, especially one overseen by a hip-hop legend like Gucci Mane, seems like the type of product that is best served to foster young talent until they're ready to take the next step. In that light, Maul's decision made sense,
like
but unfortunately for his label mates, they're still behind bars today, unable to make it to that level, and others at 1017 wouldn't even live to see that day.
Hold on. Oh man, both of them. Dang. Rest in peace, Big Scar. Rest in peace, in China. But what I'm about to say is, I forget, bro. Please don't tell me I forgot. Here we go. The dumbest thing that you can ever do in the music game, bro, is signing to an artist that's signed already to a label. Now, what I mean by that is, the artist is already signed to a label. They made their own label. The artist made their own label. Now you signed it to that label, but the artist is signed to another label. Like, bro, what are you doing, man? Before you even get your money, it's split 2 ways. For real, 3 if you want to include, like, managers and all that other stuff. It's split 3 ways, bro. That's so dumb to me.
Big Scar was destined to be a rap star. His stage name comes from a tough, intriguing backstory, and he holds deep respect for the rappers who came before him, especially Gucci Mane. Entering the Guwop camp beside his cousin Pooh Shiesty, Scar would go on to catch the Atlanta legend's attention with the track Make a Play,
I wasn't too much a fan of him, I ain't gonna lie, but he has good music.
The street hit Someone They Call from Gucci, and his mentorship did a lot for him. For one, signing to Gucci helped Scar understand the importance of consistency and not letting anyone's opinion stop him from going up.
What's the most important thing you learned from
big facts, bro. I love that.
Can't nobody stop what you doing. Like, one thing what I always told me, Scott, don't never let this shit get to you, bro. Can't nobody stop what you do. You going crazy.
Unfortunately, the same year he signed his deal would happen to be the same year that a bullet would hit his hip and meet his spine, causing a serious injury. Despite his lengthy medical procedures required to correct it, Scar stayed active and kept working towards the release of his debut album, The Secret Weapon, and
that album, I like some tracks, but it ain't hit my style. Like,
as Scar passed,
I like certain kind of rap, and that just wasn't my style when it
came
came
just
like
22 years old, far too soon for such a talented man. The news rocked the 1017 crew, Gucci included, but guys like Quez Ruthless were accusing Guwop of making empty promises to the family.
Disrespected Pops now by lying like you gonna pay for the funeral and knowing you wasn't, cause you went ghost the next day.
I seen that video. I watched a little documentary.
Telling free lies for like what?
It's a video.
Gucci's wife clapped back, pissed about his name getting dragged, by posting the receipt from the funeral home, showing that Gucci had paid $10,000 towards the services. Once that went down, Quez walked back what he said, but it seemed like he was more interested in trying to save his own career than apologizing.
Yeah, he sent the 10K like he ain't have to do that. He ain't have to do that. He did that, and Atlantic sent the other 10K. But you hear me? I ain't trying to blemish your image, bro. It's just my brother. I'm going in how you would go about your brother. I'm trying to take my rock.
He just stepping behind his brother. Y'all can't be mad at him. If he was wrong, or he was misspoken, it is what it is. But at the same time, if this was handled behind closed doors, he wouldn't have to come back on and save face. Sometimes you gotta shut up and just, you know what I'm saying, take it on the chin sometimes, bro. You know what I'm saying? What's going on?
Wake up with delicious O's. Cheerios.
What's up, Peloton? I'm Olivia. Welcome to your 20-minute intervals run. Whatever you're doing, keep it active.
The situation was best summed up by Boosie, who claimed that Scar's death just really hurt the people he was close with, causing them to act out of character.
When death hit, bro, this shit hurt people. Shit hurt, they miss him, bro. So a lot of things you don't be knowing about it before you speak on it. You speak out of anger, bro. You speak out of anger. I hate to see them young men like that go, bro, because he could have made a way for a lot of more people, bro. I know how I feel losing a big dog, so I be hurting for their family.
At 22 years old, Scar was able to leave a legacy in the game, and the same fate was met by another 1017 talent that saw him as a brother. R&B artist turned trap music queen, Enchanting was the first artist that Dallas producer Jay White brought to Gucci's attention. And at first, she didn't even realize the magnitude of this opportunity.
You weren't rapping before you signed him? He signed you all off the singing?
Yeah.
Wow.
I had out like 4.
I didn't know that.
He had like a long conversation with me, like, was I ready to take my music to the next level and take it serious for real and, really do this shit? And I was like, yeah, I'm ready. And then he was like, okay, I'm gonna send your shit to some people. And then multiple people was interested, like other labels tried to sign me at the same time as Gucci. And I was like, Lord, I was stressed. He told me that, then he called me back like one day later. He was like, yeah, how would you feel about like being signed to Gucci? And I was like, that'd be crazy, that'd be raw. I love Gucci.
Signed in 2020, Enchanting was steadily dropping music and
music
even
hard,
acknowledged the
when she
existence
raps,
of the
like she
apparent
whisper.
curse in interviews.
Like a gangster
but to
whisper.
her, there's no such thing.
It's not Gucci fault. He just, I feel like he be seeing himself in a lot of his artists, and he genuinely fucks with them. So it's like he be wanting to give them a chance, even though odds be against them,
What nobody could have suspected at the time was that behind the scenes, Enchanting was waging a war with her drug addiction that would go on to
I kind of
claim
could
her
tell,
life.
like, from
Speaking
following
after
her
her
IG,
passing,
but I
a
ain't
representative
think it was,
from
like,
her
bad, though, to
team
be
said
real.
that she came to my house the last 4 days to get clean. She tried her best and I did everything I could to help her. She tried. Once again, as the news of the death broke, people were already discussing the curse, with some people even suggesting on Gucci's tribute post to the deceased artist that he was sacrificing them. And again, it was down to Guwop's wife to defend him. Left to mourn another loss, Guwop has had an incredible run of bad luck in recent years with his signees. So that leaves us with the question, what's the solution and does one even exist? It would be insensitive and downright absurd to imply that any sort of sacrificial voodoo BS is going on here. And as Vlad and Boosie once again explained, it has nothing to do with Gucci. And if anything, he actually helped these artists more than he hurt them.
Gucci really got a lot
But
of
hold
his
on, y'all
artists,
can't say that though,
locked
man.
up right now. I mean, I'm not saying that he got his artists locked up, but a lot of the artists that he signed
ain't do
ended
shit.
up. Yeah, Gucci didn't do nothing. Like Gucci gave him all opportunities, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
However, one thing we should
Y'all
ponder
can't say
on
Gucci
is if
did
Gucci is
anything. He
putting
gave
them in
them
a
all
position to
chances,
make
man.
poor choices, giving them too much too quickly.
Didn't I
and
say
allowing
that
them to
earlier,
destroy
bro,
themselves.
Pooh Shiesty?
Unfortunately for a lot of these artists, there is no period of learning or rehabilitation before they are met with the intensity of fame.
Normally
In the eyes of
artists
Joe
go through
Budden,
like
this is where
training to
Guwop is
develop
failing
stage
these young
presence
talents,
and all that stuff,
robbing
even
them of
social
meaningful
media
careers
presence.
and sometimes even their lives.
Who people are signing, how people are signing them, and why people are signing them needs to be under thorough examination from, I think, all parties involved in the music business. So when I say Gucci Mane's scouting needs to be under examination, it's because this is now.
I don't like Joe Budden, bro. He like one of them old heads that just be,
roster
I don't know, he be
is
doing
just
too
suffering
much,
from
you
the
know?
different strokes curse, and I don't think
Like, he
it's
a hater.
coincidence.
Then he
After
smashed his
Budden's
homie
comment, Guwop
girl.
fired back and said that he knew what it was
Like,
like
bro, that
to be
ain't
where
low.
these artists are, and for him, it was important to provide a space for them to succeed.
I'm not trying to sign the guys who don't need no help. I'm signing the guys who don't nobody want to sign, who saying like, oh, you know, you got a criminal record, we gonna stay away from you. Them the guys I'm giving a chance. And if they would have ran my my background and my criminal shit, I wouldn't have had no deal. You feel what I'm saying? So my whole thing is I want to help. This is my way of giving back. I always want to give back. I'm telling them to not get in trouble. I'm not signing them and saying it's cool. I'm trying to be the example to say, look what I'm doing. See how I'm taking all this stuff serious and being professional. You know, I'm leading by example.
Addiction is a serious issue that
Addiction
labels
bad
should
right
be
now. I
mindful
think
of
addiction
for
is
young
high right
artists
now
who are
when you
vulnerable to getting hooked.
stupid high.
But it's hard to blame Gucci specifically
high.
for what goes on in the streets. And the fact of the matter is, there's only so much he can do to keep them out of a lifestyle that he's recently found them closely tied to. A curse that's much bigger than Guwop and hip-hop. With his unfortunate track record, it'll be interesting.
Gucci track record bad and all that, right? But can y'all really say that his track record is affecting the way that he run his company? Because it seems like he running his company well. It's just the artists just can't pull through. He holding up his end of the bargain.
Interesting to see how Gucci switches things up with the recent announcement of his new So Icy label, where he's already offering up huge money deals.
Having the world, you got a Trump gun right here. All these $100,000 a pop. So look, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000.
Giving millions to a rapper that's just about to start.
500,000,
Crazy. Like
600,000.
I can see maybe 200K, something like that.
900,000.
Because all that money's supposed to go to
That's
studio
what
time and all that
they're
anyway. You got to
That's
pay the
what
label
I'm
back that
doing
money
this
before you can
in
even
my
make
next
money.
superstar, because I'm starting a whole new
Think about that. You about to
fresh.
sign
So
that he gonna give you that million. That
So
way
who
you can get
wanna
your
join my
jewelry
new
and all that,
label?
get
'Cause
your
I'm looking
rapper
for my
present,
next male
pay for your
superstar.
studio
So I got
time.
$1 million for my
But you
next
gotta
female
make that money
superstar.
back before you even make
I got
anything.
$1 million for my next male superstar. Who wanna join the So Icy Millionaires? Hit my DM right now.
With responses from fans claiming that whoever signs is basically digging their own grave, it's clear that many people are aware of the scary ongoing trend with Gucci's artists. One user wrote Death Note Records, while another
Oh, that
claimed
ain't
that
funny.
Gucci
No,
is
no,
better
no,
off
no, that
scamming
ain't
fans
funny.
with an NFT project at this point.
It's wild,
Let's just
though.
hope that he isn't discouraged from trying to help people out of bad situations, because aside from what went wrong at 1017, the mission behind Gucci's
Man,
moves
we're gonna go
was
ahead and
nothing
end this
but
video right here, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Honestly, it's not Gucci Mane's fault, at least from what I see. He giving people chances, people just not, you know what I'm saying, making their chances. But if he doing something grimy behind the scenes, man, stop doing that, man. You hurt people's family. That's if you're doing it, bro. If not, then, you know, business is business at the end of the day.